You're fine.
Oh,
I'm just
thank
getting
you.
A couple of these
I got them sticking out, huh?
No, they're fine.
Okay.
They're fine.
Thank you.
Just even more perfected now.
Okay.
Hi, Emily.
Hello. Oh my God, hi, how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
I got logged out here.
Okay. How are the legs? Are my legs okay position-wise? Melanie, are my legs looking okay? Am I sitting all right?
Yeah, fabulous, darling.
Or should I? What do you think?
I kind of like ankles crossed. Yeah.
You like what?
Ankles crossed?
Crossed?
Ankles crossed.
Ankles crossed. Okay, thank you. Okay. Let's see. Hair okay? Do I need to pull more forward? We okay that way?
You're okay. I would say don't look at the monitor. It's going to distract you. But
Oh yeah, don't even look at the cameras, just look at me.
Okay.
So you just look at me.
I was just practicing. I was cheating while you were looking at your notes or whatever.
looks great.
Okay. Okay, boy, he can do his makeup, can't he?
Yeah, you look great.
Okay, so we're gonna shoot this as a look live or live to tape. We're gonna do it just as if you were on the show,
Okay.
live, but really it's pre-recorded. Okay. So you just look at me, you don't even have to look at the cameras, and we'll just chat about leadership. Okay, the method, cultural SPN method.
The culture spin
method,
Yes,
okay.
it's cross-cultural competency, leadership through cross-cultural competency.
Okay. All right, and in 3, 2, 1. Well, anyone has the potential to lead, to tap into innate leadership with appropriate planning that will let you connect with others in meaningful ways. So here to help us uncover the power of human connection is cultural strategist, Dr. Christina Wachter. So thank you so much for being here. I used to talk about, in another life, I worked in education and at a university, and we would talk about this a lot. So you have a method for what we're talking about here called the cultural spin method. So what is this?
Okay, the culture spin method is an easy 4-step toolkit that teaches people how to survive and thrive in any cultural context, regardless of their familiarity with it or, you know, how many times they've been to a particular place. They can come with a playbook that lets them flourish and lead and influence other people, to building long-lasting relationships using cultural bridges.
Well, and I would say, and I have learned this a lot in my career because it has been so different, because I worked in higher education and I've worked in retail and I've worked in television, there is a different culture at every place that you work. And so you do need to navigate this to become a good leader. So how does this culture spin method, how does this help create leaders?
Okay, the culture spin method is a 4-step method, and you're absolutely right. It doesn't matter where you go.
Yeah.
We are steeped in culture. Culture is who we are. It's our set of values. It's our beliefs. It's our attitudes. It shapes the way we act. It shapes the way we perceive others. So we need to realize we are perceiving others according to our own mindset.
Right.
And we're using our own biases to lead where we're going in terms of shaping the direction of the connection. So we need to look at other people's perspective. We need to see things from their point of view and understand that they're not coming from the same place that we are, and recognize and respect that so that we can go forward with trust on the basis of dignity, so that it is a lasting relationship that has impact for the long run. And for businesses, it makes all the difference in the world. You mentioned the various places that you have worked. Those are cultures that matter. You move across the country. You're in a different culture. You may be in the same corporation. It's a different culture. When you cross borders into a completely different country, then you need a whole new playbook, because you have cultural standards that you need to deal with, and you need cross-cultural intelligence in order to make a difference.
So how are you using this culture spin method? Do you have any success stories that you can share with us? How are these 4 steps actually creating leaders and creating these lasting relationships that we all want in business and in life?
Okay, so the first step is recognition of self. Where do you stand? Look at where your shortcomings are, where your strengths are. I mean, you've got to give yourself credit. You have done the homework. You know some things about this place. But what you need to look at is how are you going to connect with the other people? How will they respond to where you are? There is a self-assessment that takes place before you go to a place, and you need to be honest with yourself. I mean, at one point, the very first time I went abroad, I went to Europe. It was for a funeral. It was in the 90s. I had graduated from business school. I wore my power suit. I wanted to be impressive, and you know, it was a funeral, but there were significant business connections. I thought I was all that. I thought I was there, but the problem was my power suit with the big shoulder pads, the big buttons. It was red. In the after pictures, I stood out like a sore thumb in a sea of navy and blue.
Yeah.
Clearly, cultural incompetency.
Yes.
I didn't know the rules. I was going by what worked in my hometown, what worked according to my standards, and it did not fly at all in this elegant country estate that was built in the 1700s in the British countryside. So if you anticipate and you plan what is going to happen, you look at the people, you consider where they're coming from. And our information age, we can get at where people are coming from. We can use AI to our advantage to get an edge on what people consider normal, what their culture does in particular situations, so that we know how to react. We can be flexible. We can go forward from there.
Yes, I think, self-awareness and doing a self-assessment can help you in many parts of life, not just business, in health and in your love life, in many areas, especially in leadership. So if we have businesses out there, we have leaders out there who want more information on this culture spin method, where can we go to get that information?
Oh, you've got the QR code on the screen
right
here.
there at the bottom of your screen.
Cross Culture Connections is my business, and I lead workshops. I do individual coaching. I will come to your organization and speak to you. I am a keynote speaker as well. I can get the message to you where people look at themselves, they look at the people, they know how to immerse themselves in culture, and then they can take it to the next level now. And they're ready to survive and thrive because, like I say, you need to be in the know when you go. It doesn't matter if you're going from business to business or from country to country.
Yes.
You need to have cultural intelligence in order to survive in our global business world.
Okay, well, we will have all of the information on where we can go for the Culture Spin Method. Dr. Christina Wachter, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. That was great. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
That was
Thanks.
fabulous.
That was fun. Okay.
Yeah, no problem. And we've got one in the kitchen.
Yeah, you did awesome. Christina, I'm going to get you in this chair really quick.